Hey everyone, Simon back again for the Modern Awakened Perspective, your map for the path to enlightenment. This is my second video here for this Sunday. This one is super juicy as well. This one's about President Obama and how he actually ordered the spying that happened against President Trump, which eventually led to the Mueller investigation. So before I get into it, everyone please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you hit the little bell, you'll be notified when I put out new videos. So let me get into the story for you here. Like I said, this is a pretty juicy one. This is called President Obama Ordered the Spying on President Trump. Former Director of National Intelligence, James Clapper, appeared on CNN to discuss the investigation of Special Counsel Robert Mueller. This is the investigation into Russian collusion that found no evidence against Trump, even after they spent millions of dollars in 2 years trying to find anything they could to implicate Trump. It also found no evidence of conspiracy after Trump fired FBI Director James Comey. So all this got started, Clapper said, interestingly enough, in his interview, he threw Obama under the bus. Clapper stated that Obama is who tasked us with the intelligence community assessment in the first place. If it wasn't for Obama, we wouldn't have had the Mueller investigation. Now, this means there would have been no spying, no false FISA warrant, no false FISA warrant application renewal, none of the Steele dossier, which was, of course, paid for by Hillary Clinton, and, none of the fusion GPS, none of those things. All this was set in motion by Obama. This whole thing about collusion has fallen apart, and now the left is throwing each other under the bus. Every single person now that can be implicated is turning on each other. They're cannibalizing each other because nobody wants to be held responsible for what's going down. And if you know, Trump has talked about investigating the investigators because, of course, the whole time he knew he did nothing wrong, yet they were all out to get him. So, no one wants to be held responsible. Everyone is trying to save themselves. Mueller, Comey, Clapper, you have Page and Strzok, the FBI lovers whose text messages came up missing. Of course, Hillary Clinton, who paid for the dossier. And you have, you throw George Soros in there, and how he throws his money around trying to destroy things. You have Bruce Orr and Nellie Orr, CIA operatives or whatever. Now, the problem is, and why they're starting to turn on each other, is because it was a coup attempt. They're basically trying to take out a sitting president, and this is the biggest story in the history of my life, most likely. This is something that's so much bigger than Watergate ever could have been. These people are most likely going to be charged with treason and sedition, which are all punishable by death. So it's very interesting to see how these people are turning on each other so viciously. And the fact now that ex-President Obama is now being thrown under the bus by the former Director of National Intelligence goes to show how scared they truly are. None of these people want to spend the rest of their life in jail or be put to death. So this story is going to evolve probably pretty quickly and get deeper than most people ever realize, especially the people who thought the Mueller investigation was justified and that Trump really colluded with Russia. These people are going to wake up, and they're going to find out what really happened and how all these people, aka the swamp, the deep state, conspired to take Trump out, and how this story is probably going to be the biggest stories of their life also. So I'm going to sit here and stay tuned and watch this this whole thing develop and evolve. Now, I'm sure there's still going to be people who are zombified and the sheep, and they're brainwashed, they're indoctrinated, and they're probably not going to agree with my take on this. So I still want to hear from you. If you have something that contradicts what I have to say and it's logical, please feel free to put it in the comments section, and we can start a discussion. But anyway, that's the story from my perspective, and I'll see you guys on the next one.